I keep forgetting to bloody talk at the beginning of these videos. So I just sat there staring at the loading screen again, waiting for it to load up. We are back with another random match here on WWE 2K18. Now this one is Will Ospreay versus Ricochet. And this one was suggested by Anis Ahmed. So thank you very much to you. And of course, if anyone has any other suggestions of random matches, then please do drop them down in the comments section down below. Now I think I've been a little bit optimistic by putting Ricochet versus Will Ospreay in the NXT TakeOver Arena. We can all dream, can't we? We can all dream. Although Meltzer does believe that Ricochet will be with WWE in the very early part of this year. However, I would assume, whether this is safe or not, but I would assume that Ricochet... Well, I'm hoping he doesn't, right? But I've got a feeling that Ricochet might bypass NXT straight onto 205 Live. However, I would hope he goes on to NXT and doesn't end up in that sector, but I just feel like he's going to. Because he's incredibly agile, but at the same time, he's very strong as well. He does have the ability to wrestle, well, he has the ability to out-wrestle majority of the WWE roster. So, I think it would be... I don't know. I hope for Ricochet's sake and everyone else's sake that if we do see Ricochet join WWE, he will be utilised better than the likes of Austin Aries and so forth were. In my opinion, Austin Aries versus Neville being the first match on the pre-show for WrestleMania and then being left at the DVD is a travesty in my opinion. Those two guys in the ring together, if given enough time and so forth, could have put on an absolute incredible match, and I'm very disappointed. And I just hope that's not going to be what we're going to get from 205 Live moving forward. I hope it does take a step forward. And with guys like Ricochet and Hideo Itami joining it, it potentially could do. Potentially. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some more people, maybe like Cien Almas joining 205 Live. But of course he's the NXT champion at the moment, so I wouldn't expect that at this point. But this one's going to be a cracker, isn't it? One of the top matches from last year. I haven't seen it. Oh, I might do that tonight. I'll just say I've not seen the match between Ricochet and Ospreay yet, and that, for me, is a travesty. Because it was supposed to be one of the best matches of the year, wasn't it? That's something I like to do at the end of every year, is go through, like, I don't know if you've heard of the website before, but it's a website called cagematch.net, I think it is, for the UK audience, or UK-speaking audience. And essentially, it's a wrestling database. And you can go on there and you can search by matches. I'm literally doing it now as I'm talking to you. And then you can also search by rating. Okay. So it's saying here the best match. Oh, that's the last 4 weeks. Okay. The best match of the last 4 weeks was actually in All Japan Pro Wrestling. Okay. There's already going in Noah as well. 4.5-star match in Noah, Eddie Edwards versus Kenyu. So there's a lot of really good matches just haven't seen. And I think you can actually set out so a list of recommended matches. So I think you can actually set a rating for the last God knows how long. There you go. So yeah, you can sort by rating, and it gives you all the, but it's fan rated. It's not all. There is a Meltzer rating on there as well, or Wrestling Observer Online, what it's called. And there is that rating on there as well, but there's also a fan rating. So this is essentially saying the best ever match in wrestling, based on fan rating alone, was Kenta Kobashi versus Mitsuharu Misawa. Then second is Kenny Omega versus Tetsuya Naito from last year. There's Tanahashi versus Okada. Okada versus Omega's fifth in the list. But it does give you a really good idea of what you can go through and watch. And if you're a subscriber to New Japan World, which I'm really tempted to do. I'm really tempted to do that. Then you can actually go and watch those matches, and that's really what I want to do. 12th is the Impact Triple Threat match, or the TNA Triple Threat. AJ Styles, Daniels versus Samoa Joe. I'll have to go through this list. There's Daniel Bryan versus Hideo Itami from back in Ring of Honor in 2006. I'm surprised there's no Ricochet. Let's have a search. I'm going to just search on this for Ricochet's name. Ricochet's not even on there. Oh, Kushida versus Ospreay is 97th in the list, but Ricochet Ospreay wasn't on there, so maybe that wasn't It was a really good match, I think, but it was a good match if you're into that style, wasn't it, really? But I definitely suggest you check out cagematch.net because, yeah, it does give you some really good ideas of matches that you can watch. Nice spinning kick there by Will Ospreay. I must admit, I've been watching the match, but I've not really talked much about it, have I, really? Which is not good for a commentary, is it, really? Ospreay now bringing Ricochet up to the kneeling base. It's a bit of a slower match than we sort of anticipate with these two guys, but it's the way it is. Ospreay heading up top. If he does have that 630 senton, though, in his locker, this could be a short one. He goes to the red arrow instead. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. He's got it. Will Ospreay gets the win. Wow. Now, that's a really good one for me, I must say, personally, because Will Ospreay is on my brand. He's on Octane. So he's going to get himself a nice 5 ranking points. Ricochet over on PJ Toby's brand on Adrenaline. So him losing 5 points is not going to affect me too much, to be honest with you. But I'm happy with that. I am very, very happy with that. So Will Ospreay gets the 5 points. Nice red arrow there by Will Ospreay to finish it off. I keep forgetting he uses that quite a bit, doesn't he? And there we go. Victory for Ospreay. Big one. So once again, this match was suggested by Anis Ahmed. Of course, if you have enjoyed it, please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you're not already. And, of course, if you do have any suggestions for random matches, drop them down in the comment section down below. It will get added onto a piece of paper, into the hat, and, of course, if yours gets pulled out, you will get a shout-out in the process. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.